completely forgot. The 20,000 are or were there were fighters like Mahatma Gandhi. Well, not like Mahatma Gandhi, but like they were fighting for the same things Mahatma Gandhi was fighting.
Yeah.
So that was good, but still there's some details missing. So let's go to the reading. There we have Mahatma Gandhi hunger strikes, and let's read paragraph by paragraph and analyze each one. There are only 3 paragraphs, so please start with paragraph 1.
Okay, Mahatma Gandhi, 1969, 1948. It's correct, right? Saying that. Do you want me saying like 1869? No?
No, no, it's 1869. You can
1869.
say born in 1869, died in 1948, something like that.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I was right.
Yeah.
Honored by his supporters with the name Mahatma or Great Soul, was a prominent 20th century Indian political and spiritual leader. Through his philosophy based on courage through and non-violent resistance, he established a number of economic and social reforms for India. Furthermore, he effectively led the nation to independence in 1947. One of his most potent forms of protest was hunger strike or fast.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, explain, please. Before you explain, these little words right here, let me just annotate that real fast. Where are you? The first one is
Estoy en clases, dime rapidito.
this one. Honored. Okay.
Honored. Okay, my mom is outside, so just let me open the door.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
But it's okay. Okay, there is how you say honored?
Honored.
Honored.
It's a
Oh yeah, honored. Yeah, I don't know why I did the song. I know when it's L or T, I have to read ED, but when it's not, yeah, I don't have to read, just it's honored. Yeah.
And the last one, philosophy, like an F, philosophy.
Philosophy.
So Andrew, tell me what did you understand about it?
He was a spiritual leader, and there is one important event that he did the independence of India, I think so, right?
Okay.
And he did the most potential until those days, that is the hunger strike. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did a lot of hunger strikes. Well, we're going to read about that. There are many he did. Just a personal opinion from you. Here it is mentioned that his philosophy was based also on non-violent resistance. Do you agree with that? Should we base or should have a philosophy of non-violent resistance?
Where's
non-violent resistance?
Yeah.
This one right here.
Okay.
Because, for example, in Ecuador, there are many problems that we have with the government and stuff. And usually when we protest, it is violent, very, very violent. Do you
Yeah,
think we should like have non-violent resistance or no? And why?
no violent resistance because it's a lot of people with injuries, with
Injuries?
injuries close to dying, kind of that. Yeah, that means that kind of no firing between police and people, right?
Aha.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I think in my case, I don't like police, so because people sometimes is just walking, saying a message, and they use the violence. So I'm not agree with that kind of uh, with that kind of violence from the police. Yeah,
Okay, very good. Just one thing, I don't agree, okay? I don't agree
I don't agree.
with that behavior or with the violence of the police. Yeah, I mean, there are many people in the police. Sometimes some people make the group look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks so much for your opinion. Let's go to paragraph number 2.
Throughout his career, Gandhi staged a total of 17 hunger strikes. The first was in 1918 to express his solidarity with mill workers. They had lost their positions because of a labor dispute and were unable to feed their families. To demonstrate his support for their cause and for their suffering, Kuz,
Oh,
he initiated a fast which resulted in a quick settlement and increased wages for the laborers. the laborers. In 1932, he began a fast until death. The protest discriminatory British laws. These were aimed at legalizing the caste system and segregation.
Dalits, yeah.
Dalits, or untouchable caste into a separate electoral body. In 1933, the Respect leader began a 3-week hunger strike to protest British rule in the country. Respected. In 1939, he he fasted for this same reason and to promote the cause of independent and unfeared India. In August 1947, his dream was realized, albeit with a partitioning of Greater India into the two separate nations of India and Pakistan, with a majority of Hindus in the former and a predominance of Muslims in the latter.
The latter. Okay, Muslims. Let's make this one too. So, just for pronunciation? Cause.
Cause.
Cause the U is not, you don't pronounce the U. Cause.
Cause.
Yeah, like because.
Cause, but just cause.
Cause. Their cause and foreign and for their suffering. The next one, wages.
Wages.
Wages, yeah, like the paycheck. The next one, caste.
Caste.
Castes, yeah, the caste system in India. I don't know. I don't think it's up still. I think so. Anyway, the next one, untouchable caste.
Untouchable caste.
Untouchable caste. There we have a word with prefixes and suffixes, like affix everywhere. Yeah. Untouchable. The next one, unified.
How you say untouchable?
Untouchable.
Okay. Untouchable.
Yep. We have unified, then August. Oh,
Unified.
August. And Muslims. Muslims.
Muslim.
So, Andrew, tell me about it.
So he did in all his like career, he did like 17 hunger strikes. The first one was in 1918. I don't know.
I'm going to make a question, okay? Why did he begin the fast until death?
What?
Why did he begin the fast until death? Do you know the meaning of fast?
Discriminatory British laws. I don't know if I understand well, but it's kind of discrimination or yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the discrimination.
Basically against discrimination.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the caste system also, right?
Yeah.
You know what the meaning of fast is?
Fast until the. I don't know the meaning of there.
Death.
But I think is strike. Hunger strike.
Yes, a hunger strike is a fast. Very good. Very good.
Because there is in the first paragraph, yeah.
Yeah. Very well seen. Very well seen. Okay, let's go to paragraph number 3.
So a strike until death.
Hunger strike until death.
Really?
Yeah.
So that means that 20,000 people died because they were in hunger strike.
We still haven't touched 20,000 people, but let's see what happened with the 20,000 people, because there you got it a little bit wrong, okay?
Okay.
Here we have a small tip. Interesting one. What's the meaning of breakfast?
Okay.
Yeah, but what's the meaning of breakfast?
Breakfast. It's something at morning.
And where does the word breakfast come from? Separate the word, now that you know what fast means.
Or eat something quickly.
You know what? The first time I heard breakfast, I mean, for a long time I thought it was because of like something fast or a fast break. But did you know that like when Muslims, like my father, in the past, uh, sometimes they do fasts, yeah, to honor their gods or honor their god. They do this fast, so they don't eat for, I don't know, 30 days, 60 days. I'm not sure, but for quite a long time, for
Yeah.
7 days, I'm not sure. But they can eat only before the sun rises. So I think I have the hypothesis that breakfast is a break of the fast because the only moment they can eat is before the sunrise. I mean, only breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I have that hypothesis. Anyway, we will have to ask a morphologist.
Maybe they was like kind of working a lot without time, and they break fast to eat something like really fast, like 5 minutes, and then they continue because there is kind of no laws to work for workers and kind of that. It's kind of my imagine.
Your imagination. I don't know. Let's see which one is right. So for the next class, you're going to make a small investigation and see if you're right or if I'm right. Okay. That will be very interesting. Where does breakfast come from? Where does the word come from? Like morphologically.
Okay.
That'll be nice. Okay, great. So let's go to paragraph number 3.
Gandhi's two most notable fasts were in September 1947 and January 1948. In the first shortly after India won its independence in August 1947. August. It's okay, August. August.
Oh, August.
August.
Oh, August.
Okay. The governor of Calcutta spoke of him not as Mahatma, but as the magician, for he successfully ended a summer of violence and bloodshed in a vicious civil war between Muslims and Hindus that had left 4,000 dead and 20,000 wounded. In the second, he fasted to promote tolerance among the Sikhs, Hindus, and Muslims. Because he was successful in achieving consensus among leaders of the various groups. It is ironic that Gandhi was assassinated 10 days later by a fellow Hindu. The militants could not tolerate his view that Muslims and Hindus were equal and no one religion was superior to another.
Okay. So good. Pronunciation better. Just notable.
Notable.
Notable. Yeah, notable if you want to be more British, or notable, more American. August, don't forget August. The next
Au-
one,
August,
August.
August,
August.
like O and A.
Like, yeah, August. Like
Okay,
August. August.
August.
Okay. The next one.
Successfully.
The next one was correct, the sounds, but the intonation. Successfully.
Successfully.
Successfully. So, successfully.
Okay. Successfully.
Yeah. And the last one, religion.
Religion. Okay. Religion.
Tell me, Mr. Andrew.
In this paragraph, he achieved his goal, that was like laws for workers. He finished with the violence and bloodshed, and there was a lot of people died, 4,000, 20,000 wounded people, and he reached the goal of tolerance for different like kind of cultures, and what he was killed for his fellow, and that's it.
Okay. So I'm going to make 3 questions. Okay. How did the 20,000 people end up wounded? Or the 4,000? How did they die? Fighting with Mahatma Gandhi or no?
What?
The 4,000 dead and the 20,000 wounded. How did that happen? Fighting with Mahatma Gandhi or no?
Yeah, because they fight, because it was a civil war. Yeah. So Muslims and Indians was fighting, and from I think it's from the both sides, and was like 4,000 people died, and 20,000 was wounded because of the civil war.
Yeah. And where was Mahatma Gandhi when there was the civil war? He was in the fight?
Uh,
So if he was in the fight, was he with the Muslims or the Hindus, or he was not in the fight?
yeah, he was, I think so, in the fight because he was a leader.
He was a leader.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a small hint, okay? The fight of the Muslims and Hindus and the civil war that they're talking about was was basically in all India. But Mahatma Gandhi, he didn't, he wasn't, he wasn't backing up the Muslims or the Hindus, not one. He wanted a unified India. He wanted everyone to be together. He didn't want the civil war.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't want the civil war. He was fighting to get both sides together and being just one.
Yeah, that's what he fighted for. Very good. So that's why the governor of Calcutta told him the magician, or called him the magician, and not only Mahatma. So he ended the civil war.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no one religion was superior to another, right?
Yeah, exactly that. And with that idea, he wanted to create an independent India. Independent from who? From the British. Did he accomplish one big independent India or no?
Yes.
Are you sure?
But this is the first paragraph. He
Oh,
did the independence of India.
it's in the second. I forgot to do that question before. It's in the second paragraph. In August 1947, since there. He wanted his dream was one India, one independence and big India.
Yeah.
Did he achieve it?
Mm-hmm. Yes. He did India and Pakistan.
Yeah. So it's not one, but two. So almost. He achieved independence, yes, but still not one country, but two.
Can you put in the first paragraph?
Okay, sure.
Here is, furthermore, he effectively led the nation to its independence in 1947.
Uh-huh.
So he reached it.
Huh?
He reached it.
He reached independence, but he didn't reach the one great India, like one Grand Colombia.
He did two. Pakistan, I think so. I don't know. I don't remember. And India.
Yes, yes. So he partially achieved what he wanted. Very good. Now, the last question. Actually, it's not a question. I'm just going to clear something out for you. When we talk about he was killed by a fellow Hindu, we're not exactly talking about his friend.
No, it's kind of business friend.
Let's give this the example of Soros, okay? So imagine you want to make a change in Soros. You want to change the ground in Soros, and you accomplish it.
Okay.
But one fellow skater of you, one fellow person of Soros, not exactly your friends, but one of the skaters that usually frequent the park, breaks a rail. So he's not necessarily your friend, and not necessarily like someone close to you, but he's still in the same group and he's still in the same environment.
And you know him, but it's not your close friend, but you know, like sometimes you see him or kind of that.
Yeah, maybe sometimes you see, maybe you don't even see him if the group is very big. Yeah. But still, he's in the same environment you are, or you're fighting for. So that's why it's mentioned that he was killed by a fellow Hindu. Okay, so someone from his same religion. I'm not sure who killed Mahatma Gandhi, but I don't know. Let's just. I'm just curious now. Who killed Mahatma Gandhi? Now in Vintus God, I don't know his name. He was also Mahatma Gandhi who shot Gandhi in the chest 3 times at point blank range in New Delhi on January 30. Okay, so this guy killed Mahatma Gandhi. This is nice. 6 others after a trial at least 1 year ago sentenced to death over in November. Early life, political beliefs. Okay, well, I can make some investigation about him. Interesting. Okay. So do you understand Mahatma Gandhi better now?
Yeah, but how many nations were fighting? Yeah.
How many do you think?
I don't know. Can you put on the first paragraph? Okay, I don't know. Just 2.
Yeah, basically, there were 2 big fights of Mahatma Gandhi. One against the system, against the caste system, basically.
No, but he couldn't, so in conclusion, to unify them, but he achieved laws for workers, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's like when the Spanish came to South America. We didn't actually have separated countries. It was just a big amount of places for them. Like this huge country was from for them. And yes, we were separated to Ecuador, Peru,
Kind of Simon Bolivar.
Simon
He
Bolivar.
to Simon.
Come on, it's Simon Bolivar. Anyway, Simon Bolivar.
He tries to do one big nation called Gran Colombia, I think so. But he couldn't. But at the end, he reached to be free from Spain, but was not the only one nation. Are separated because of interests of one nation, but at the end he reached his goal, that is to be free.
Yeah, that same thing Mahatma Gandhi did. The difference was that Simon Bolivar or Simon Bolivar, he was more. He fought and there was blood.
Now I'm Andres, not
Andrew.
Okay, don't forget.
Okay, Andres. So yeah, same thing, but in a peaceful way. Mahatma Gandhi, an incredible person.
Oh yeah, in the peaceful way. Yeah, because Simon Bolivar was like with a lot of war and crazy war. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because there is a series on Netflix that is the history of Simon Bolivar. So I was watching this just to know how was it, right? And maybe it's kind of good information. You know more, have more idea about it, and it's for that I told you, yeah.
Okay, that's great, and it's exactly what I want you to do now, because we have 2 very different perspectives. but the same ideal and the same, well, not the same ideal, but the same thing they wanted to fight for. Simon Bolivar and Mahatma Gandhi. Now, but still there are many things that are not well in present day, economically or politically, or there's so many things that are not working still. Even though we're the happiest moment in history of humankind, there are still things we can change. So can you please read this?
Nowadays, there are many things that happen in the world that need to be changed for the sake of humanity. From all the things that could be changed, what would you like to fight for? And how would that fight be? Explain with us and much detail as you can. Very controversial topic, man.
Yeah, very controversial topic. And that's what I want you to prepare.
That's crazy, bro. If I'm gonna tell you, you are gonna say, "Are you kidding me? You are crazy."
I'm here, I'm listening. And what ideal would you take? Would it be like Mahatma or would it be like Simon Bolivar?
Oh, it's for now. I thought it's homework.
It's your homework, but if you want to share something with me now, I don't know.
Yeah, we have time.
Yeah.
Um, I would like changing church.
Wow, okay.
I would like changing policemen.
The police.
Uh, but have some factors from police, because if there is somebody that doesn't put like rules, like you have to stop robbing or kind of that, because there is outside it's a lot of bad people, really bad people that I don't know what they are thinking. Is like an animal, like a lion, like it's crazy people. So I think on the other side, police makes good job, but maybe they need kind of be prepared. Like no, they have to get like good salary, like they get, but they have to finish first the university. I think so. So I think it's gonna be better and not too much like it's not prepared people can be police, and that's I think that's is the big mistake, because they abuse of their 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 their
Power?
puesto de sus puestos de su
Their rank, their power, the
the
rank.
power, the rank. Yeah, they abuse because of that, because they didn't study. Not all of them, because I know that if you wanted to be like kind of not official, I don't know the name, but you are want to be up is kind of you have to study or kind of that. But the majority is people without studies. They get into just because of money and they abuse. So I think I'm gonna change. I would like to change saying that they have to study first to be a police, and then I think they is like something something that if you get a lot of money being policeman, it's like something correct because they studied before. Yeah.
Now,
So
now you're talking about something very controversial, but something very real. And I mean, you are a leader of a society. Let's call this little environment that is affected by the police, right?
yeah,
So you have a starter to fight for this. Like me too. if if we were able to do something about it, if we were able to speak up, like because I just saw some videos, like for example, Rec Ecuador,
yeah.
yeah, like police treating kids in very bad ways. uh, how would that fight be? Will it be, and we can do it like the 21st of June, and we can change the ideology of the Go Skateboarding Day, and there's a huge force against that. Do you think it will be able, or we would be able to fight against that? And how would it be, like Simon Bolivar did, with our skateboards in our hands, or like Mahatma Gandhi, or a blending of
I
both?
think my war is different. My thing is social. My war is social media.
Social media. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of one experiment. For example, like can I know that I can find one studied policeman and one without study. And how is the trade? How they in recording, like when one police stops you with studies, what's the difference between him and between the another? That's posting on Facebook, Facebook, and people is gonna share a lot, and they are gonna like you can sign online, and that's it. You don't need to go out and make the big deal. No, now it's different. I think so.
Wow, that would be great. So I want you to think. I want you to mature that idea more. Think of a plan. Think of a strategy. And the next class, we're going to start with this: the fight that you have, and that I completely agree with, of police officers. What we're speaking about here in Ecuador, with more studies, or with at least a better background, so that they would focus on problems that are happening, and we will feel more protected. Because I mean, with more protection, life will be way better here.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of if there is more police, maybe is no. Maybe it works to the like big like if you steal something you go more years to jail, so you are not one you in your mind I don't have to steal nothing because I'm gonna lose my time in jail. Nobody wants to go to jail, so it's kind of that. But if they say that, oh, just for that I'm going just 1 month or 1 year, yeah, they don't care. So laws to be more strict, I think so.
Okay, laws.
Law.
Okay, so you have 2 days to find that strategy
Okay.
and talk to me about it.
Okay.
That's going to be really, I'm really curious what you're going to say, but it's going to be really interesting.
Okay. I'm really curious about your strategy too. Okay.
Okay, I'll come up with something too. And we're going to debate and see which one is better.
And don't forget to look for breakfast. Okay.
We're going to debate about that too.
homework for both.
We have two debates for the next class: the breakfast and changing.
So, but for the next class, I don't have to add new discussion.
No, you don't have to have a new discussion. We are going to finish talking about Mahatma Gandhi. Probably we'll have a video about it. We are having the academic discussion, so we're having writing and speaking, and we have the quiz.
Okay.
So that will be enough for the next class. So we will still talk about Mahatma Gandhi. If we make it fast, that I doubt, we will enter fast food addiction. That's also a hot topic. But probably next class we're not talking anything else but Mahatma Gandhi and the strategies we
Okay, bro.
will have.
Okay, bro. Thank you so much. I like your classes are interesting and kind of comfortable. It's a bit fun, but in a good way. You know, it's like kind of funny, like laughing or not. It's like you enjoy having classes in Guayasemi Institute.
Yeah, I mean you're really good student at this, like really good students. Like we can talk about many things, and that's really good because we can like open up a lot of topics, and that will be way better for you to improve your English and get that TOEFL test and get that MBA
Yeah.
in that university.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate. See you on Friday. Friday.
Okay, Andres.
I paid until Friday. Time goes fast.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. Yeah.
It's 1 month. 1 month. Right?
Yeah, but I see you're getting better. 88%, not 100%. So yeah,
I want to take the next test to see. You don't know what? I studied for that test, but was on Monday. I was prepared. I was like, I have to get 100. And I didn't have a test, but now was not too bad. Maybe it's what I know that like without study, what is in my mind, and that is important.
Yeah, that's the idea. Because because at the beginning I think you had like 30 something percent, and
Yeah.
now we're in the 80s, almost 90s. So yeah, we have to keep up that good work. Okay.
Okay, bro. Thank you.
Okay, Andres.
Bye.
See you on Friday.
See you, bro.